All right, let's talk about the book Make Time by Jake Knapp and John Zeratsky. Think of this as a manual for taking back control of our most valuable and, let's be honest, most slippery resource, our time. We're going to dive right in. You know that feeling, right? The weeks just blur into months, the months into years. And you kind of look back and think, wait, where did it all go? What happened to that book you were going to write or that language you wanted to learn? It's a feeling we all have. But what the authors argue is that this isn't just happening by accident. It's actually being engineered. So here's the thing. The book says there's a kind of grand heist happening every single day. Your time and your attention are being stolen, and most of us don't even see it happening. Let's meet the two main culprits behind this whole operation. On one side, you've got what they call the busy bandwagon. This is that constant cultural pressure we all feel, you know? The idea that if your calendar isn't completely jam-packed, you must not be doing anything important. It's this glorification of being busy just for the sake of being busy. And then, on the other side, you've got the really dangerous one, the infinity pool. This is your phone. It's the endless, bottomless feeds of social media, news, videos, all of it designed by super smart algorithms to suck you in and never let you go. So, how do you fight back against this stuff? Well, that's where the Make Time framework comes in. And look, this isn't some super complicated productivity system with a million rules. It's way simpler. It's a daily battle plan to help you beat the busy bandwagon and climb out of the infinity pool so you can actually focus on what you decide is important. All right, let's get into the nuts and bolts. The entire Make Time system is built around this really simple but honestly powerful daily loop. It's just 4 steps. Okay, so here they are. Highlight, laser, energize, and reflect. That's it. That's the whole game plan. It's a daily cycle that helps you be way more intentional with your time and attention. So let's break down what each one of these actually means. First up is highlight. Now, this is the complete opposite of a to-do list. Instead of writing down 20 little things, you choose one single, meaningful thing to be your priority for the day. It's like your main quest. And it should be something that takes, say, 60 to 90 minutes. If you get that one thing done, you can honestly end the day feeling like a success, no matter what else happened. Next up, laser. So you've picked your highlight for the day. Now you have to protect it. This step is all about creating that intense, laser-like focus by just ruthlessly getting rid of distractions. This is your shield against the infinity pool. The third step is energize. And this is based on a really simple truth. Your brain runs on your body. You can't have mental energy if you don't have physical energy. So this step is about managing your body like it's a battery. You know, using good food, some movement, and sleep as the actual fuel you need to stay focused. And finally, reflect. At the end of the day, you just take a few minutes to look back. What worked today? What didn't? What little tricks helped you focus? What totally drained your energy? This isn't about judging yourself at all. It's about collecting data. You're basically running a tiny scientific experiment on yourself every day, so you can get just a little bit smarter tomorrow. So that's the framework. Highlight, laser, energize, and reflect. But the book isn't just theory. It's absolutely packed with specific, practical tactics you can start using right away to make this whole thing happen. Okay, one of my favorite tactics for getting organized is the burner list. Just picture a stove with 2 burners. Your front burner has one big pot on it. That's your main project. It's where your daily highlight usually comes from. The back burner is for those important things that aren't super urgent, the stuff you can kind of work on slowly in the background. And everything else, all those random ideas that pop into your head, they go into the kitchen sink, which is just a maybe later list, so they stop cluttering up your mind. Now, for getting that laser focus, this quote says it all. One of the authors, John Zeratsky, literally deleted the email app off his phone completely. I know, it sounds kind of radical, but his logic was so simple. He realized no email is so urgent that it can't wait a couple of hours until he's back at his laptop. That one move gave him back hours of focus. It's just a perfect example of fighting the infinity pool head-on. The real secret here isn't about having more willpower. It's about designing your environment. The authors call this managing friction. You want to make good habits super easy by reducing friction, and you want to make bad habits harder by increasing it. So what does that actually look like? Well, it's pretty simple. You want to exercise more? Just lay out your gym clothes the night before. Want to watch less TV? Unplug it and, I don't know, put the remote in another room. By adding or removing these tiny little barriers, you're basically making the good choice the lazy choice. Oh, here's a great mantra to help you defeat another huge time waster: perfectionism. We do this all the time, right? We wait for the perfect moment or the perfect plan to start something important. But the book argues that this is really just procrastination in a clever disguise. There's this great story about two people who want to start a YouTube channel. One of them spends months and months trying to write the perfect script for their very first video, and they never post it. The other person just makes a good enough video, posts it, and gets feedback. A year later, that second person has posted 50 imperfect videos, they've got a growing audience, and they've learned a ton. The first person, still waiting for perfection. Done is what creates momentum. Okay, so you start doing the 4 steps, you use some of these tactics, you start winning back your focus. But what's the real prize here? I mean, what is the actual point of all this effort? And that's a fair question. Is this just another productivity hack designed to turn us all into super efficient work robots? The authors would say absolutely not. The goal isn't just about getting more stuff done. The real payoff is time. Just time itself. The goal is to reclaim all those hours that were just disappearing into the busy bandwagon and the infinity pool. It's about getting off that treadmill of distraction and faked productivity and just having those hours back in your control. And what do you do with that time? This is the beautiful part. It's time to actually be present with your family without constantly glancing at your phone. It's time to have a real conversation with your partner. It's time for that hobby you keep putting off. Or, hey, maybe it's just time to sit and do absolutely nothing and feel zero guilt about it. So, when you really think about it, this whole framework is about something way bigger than just time management. When you consciously decide what to focus on, and maybe more importantly, what to ignore, you're not just making time, you are actively and intentionally making your life. So I'll leave you with this question. Let's bring it right back to this moment. Forget about someday. What is the one thing that you will make time for today?